Hello, and welcome to City View, a show about what's going on in the City of Salina government. In this episode, we'll tell you about how you can participate in the city's formulation of the Comprehensive Safety Action Plan. We'll also recap actions taken by city boards and commissions and fill you in on news and events from around the city. But first, here's a quick recap of the actions taken by the City Commission at their January 27th meeting. At their study session, commissioners heard a presentation on the Media Relations Division. At their regular meeting, commissioners approved the consent agenda, then approved a resolution of gratitude for City Manager Mike Scragg. Mayor Linkwitz announced appointment of city commissioners to various boards, commissions, and committees. The City Commission authorized vehicle and equipment purchases and approved setting of fees for use of Billberg Park, Pestinger Family Stadium, and Dean Evans Stadium. They resumed their discussion of proposed improvements at Jerry Ivy Memorial Park and rejected the bid for the work and asked that the splash pad construction be bid separately, with the proposed water feature as a possible add-on. The City Commission also approved agreements with the Salina Community Economic Development Organization and with the Salina Area Chamber of Commerce. In development business, commissioners approved rezoning the property at 655 South Santa Fe Avenue, expressed support for placing the former Dunbar School building on the Register of Kansas Historic Places and the National Register of Historic Places, and approved the replat of the 9 South Edition on South 9th Street north of Sam's Club. Commissioners held a discussion on next steps in the city manager selection process. They directed staff to begin contacting city manager search firms for information on services and pricing. Action will be considered at a future meeting. The next meeting of the City Commission will take place on Monday, February 10th at 4 p.m. in room 107 of the City County Building. The meeting agenda will be available on Friday, February 7th on the city's website, salina-ks.gov. Salina City Commission meetings are available to view on Salina TV, Cox Cable Channel 20, as well as on the city's Facebook page and YouTube page. For Channel 20 schedule information, please visit salina-tv.com. Here's the City Board and Commission recap. The Heritage Commission approved a recommendation for placing the Dunbar School building on the National and State Historic Registers. Dunbar School served black elementary students from the 1920s till the 1950s. The Downtown Design Review Board approved the design of a new MRI wing at Salina Regional Health Center. And these boards, as well as the Building Advisory Board, Human Relations Commission, and Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, approved forwarding their annual reports to the City Commission. All City Board and Commission meetings are available to view on the city's YouTube channel at youtube.com/City of Salina, Kansas. In news from around the city, Kenwood Cove Aquatic Park announced an increase in the minimum age for unsupervised entry. Children must now be 10 years old to enter the park without a parent or guardian. The reasons for the change include enhanced safety, operational efficiency, and improvements to the visitor experience. For more announcements about the 2025 season at Kenwood Cove, please follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/Kenwood Cove. The fire department has started to receive the new apparatus ordered in February 2024. Quint 4 is housed at Fire Station Number 4, has a 107-foot aerial ladder, and can hold 475 gallons of water and 25 gallons of firefighting foam. The fire department will receive additional new apparatus during 2025. And the Salina Fieldhouse is hosting a series of drop-in events on Friday evenings. Participants can play volleyball and pickleball, and the cost is just $3 per person. There's no need to sign up in advance. For more information on the drop-in events, please follow the Fieldhouse's Facebook page at facebook.com/Salina Fieldhouse. The federal Safe Streets for All program helps fund roadway safety projects across the country. Here in Salina, the city is developing a comprehensive safety action plan and is asking for input from citizens. I recently spoke with Jim Kowach, city engineer, about the plan's development. Here are some highlights from our conversation.
The Safe Streets for All is a federal initiative to improve the safety of the entire transportation network. As an initial stage of the funding that's available from the federal government, you have to have an action plan. And the city was awarded a grant that partially funds the creation of an action plan. We hired a consultant out of Kansas City that's done several of these, and we've been really pleased with their performance. But a key component of not only looking at our street network and sidewalk network, trail network, is getting feedback from the public. That we'd like to hear from people where they where they think we can make improvements as far as our most vulnerable road users, not only people in cars, but motorcycles, pedestrians, bicyclists, the people that are most at risk on our transportation network.
Right, yeah, we sure want all citizens to be safe and all visitors to be safe on our streets, whether you're in a car, on a bike, just on your own 2 feet. That safety is paramount. So you said there's still time to participate in the survey for the Comprehensive Safety Action Plan. How does someone do that?
There is a link on our website that they can access, and it is anonymous, or you can leave your name. There's a place not only to answer questions but to leave comments, and those are quite honestly more helpful than not only a location but what the concern is at that location.
So now, once the Comprehensive Safety Action Plan is in place, what happens after that?
Well, once we have an action plan that has been reviewed and approved, that will make the City of Salina eligible for additional funding, and those are usually a cost share where we pay part of it and the grant pays part of it, but for improvements to our network, and those could be additional trails, sidewalks, additional pedestrian crossings. Here recently at the City County building, we added a rapidly repeating flashing beacon on 9th Street, just to connect this building with the police department across the street.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of pedestrian traffic back and forth with business being done, and that was a most recent improvement. We've also changed, we've kind of upgraded and are repainting a lot of our crosswalks.
Okay.
That a lot of crosswalks are a bunch of either parallel markings that go clear across, or there's 2 single bands that go across. The most not attractive, but the most comprehensive incorporates both of those. It has not only the two bands, but also the intermediate markings. And when we're repainting our markings, we're doing additional marking. To just try to get people's attention. We're making sure that we have the advanced signs up for all of our pedestrian crossings. We're looking at, with the help of this study, looking at potentially maybe some areas where we need to add pedestrian crossing and signage. So.
Okay. I know there's some areas of town that have bike lanes. Would additional bike lanes fall under this as well?
Well, our bicycle lane network is part of our transportation system, and we are always looking at ways to make improvements. We try to do those markings or designations as part of another project, some kind of paving project, where we're refreshing the markings. But yes, we'll be looking at our bike lanes, the places where we have a shared network with our sharrows, and then we're also have done a lot of work identifying all of the places in Salina that do not have sidewalks. We call it our sidewalk gaps, and we've prioritized those and are looking initially with those areas that are within a certain radius of a school. Children are our most valuable asset and vulnerable asset, so we're trying to make sure that they have sidewalks, suitable sidewalks for them to get to and from school, and keep them out of the street.
Well, when you say comprehensive safety action plan, it's very comprehensive.
Yes, and we're doing everything we can to look at our highest needs and develop projects where there will be a cost share, and the federal government will help us pay for those here in Salina.
Well, that'll do it for this edition of City View. For more information about any aspect of the City of Salina government, visit the city's website at salina-ks.gov. And be sure to follow us on our social media channels. We'll be back with an all-new episode of City View on Friday, February 7th. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.